focus on Ashley. Ashley's higher self step up. Ashley's higher self step up. Thank you for trusting me, Ashley. And you said you wanted a love reading, right? Is there a specific person you want me to focus on, or just love in general? JT? Okay. Okay. For Ashley and JT, thank you for giving clear and honest messages to Ashley regarding JT. Thank you for giving clear and honest messages to Ashley regarding JT. I am doing a mini reading at the moment, love. The first card that came out is Karmic Lesson. Tough teacher, painful but necessary, showing you what to release. Learn it so you don't live it again. And safe space. Have you and JT been through a lot of like tough lessons, Ashley? Can you clarify Karmic Lesson? With real ones, yeah. With real ones, you could have... Give me a second. Okay, it made me do the little puzzle thing. With real ones, it feels like...
Valentina está diagnosticada con microcefalia de...
Like, he's made you cry. Like, JT has... I don't want to assume genders here, but it does feel like he's... Like, you've cried a lot over JT. Because if you see here, like, you're like, there's a girl crying, and then there's a person that's being honest with you. It does feel like your genuine friends have tried to kind of make you see how much he's like hurt you, or how much JT has hurt you. Because you have real ones, loyal hearts tell you the truth, not just what you want to hear. Safe to be yourself, ride or die energy. And then safe space says no judgment zone. You can cry, vent, or be weird. Held, heard, and accepted. This is where your soul can exhale. It does feel like you have genuine friends around you that are kind of trying to tell you that JT is a karmic lesson for you, or more of a karmic connection. He doesn't seem to want to commit. That makes sense. Some of his... Yeah, you have red flags. With red flags, it says your gut is screaming patterns you've seen before. Don't ignore the signs. Believe what they show you. There's this avoidance to commitment comes from family trauma. Because it says family drama. Old wounds, new arguments, generational patterns, loyalty tested. You're allowed to set limits. Maybe he grew up with his, like, with parents fighting and a lot of toxicity, like, or in a toxic or broken home. Because I'm hearing the Jessie Reyes song, Broken Home Baby. It's called Apple something. Love bomb. Intense attention, big gestures fast, over the top affection, too much, too soon, too fake. So it's either very hot or very cold with him, is what I'm getting. He doesn't seem to want to commit. Mom and dad not together. Yeah. Because I heard broken home clearly. Can we clarify love bomb? Self-care mode, logging off. Like, anytime you pull your energy back and you try to focus on yourself, he does a big gesture, or he tries to pull you back in. Does that make sense to you, Ashley? Because it says self-care mode, logging off, rest, rituals, recharge, choosing peace over people-pleasing. I am my own priority. So it feels like these genuine friends have tried to kind of remind you of how beautiful you are as a soul and how you are worthy of so much more than these red flags, these hot and cold love bombing type of energy. Can you clarify love bomb? There is a past life connection, and with most karmic connections there's a past life involved. But that's why it's so hard to let them go, because until you learn the true wound of the connection or the true pattern that comes from this past life, you guys are just gonna keep repeating the same. You guys are gonna be on an endless loop until you heal that wound from that past life. So let's try to figure out what that past life wound is. What's this past life wound? Unbothered. The past life wound is the souls are replaying it again. He's acting like, sorry, I tried killing the fly. He's acting like he's showing you that he doesn't care. It says not reacting to nonsense, letting people think what they want, energy focused on your own lane, peace is a flex. But it's in a toxic way. It's not because he's focused on, or they are not focused on their peace. They're more just self-centered is what I'm getting. Kinda get the vibe. Level up. I heard catalyst. Okay, so they're showing me there is little pockets where you see like the good in him, but you're more focused on the potential of him. Does that make sense to you, Ashley? You're not with the green flags here, like it feels very roller coastery. Like, I don't know if you've heard of that song by, it's called Emotional Roller Coaster. Let me try to find it for you, because it's coming through clearly. By Vivian Green. Okay, you have heard it. Well, it's giving that. Let me play it.
What I would say to my younger self: go after things.
But the lesson here is for you to choose yourself, for you to choose to level up and learn from like what didn't work out with him. Hold on, they're showing me a deck. Yes, emotion. Wow, I couldn't talk. Yes, emotionally roller coaster. I'm doing a mini reading at the moment, love. If you want a book, my minis are 11.11, pulls are 33.33, and deepers are 5.55. 55.55. What is the root of this loop that Ashley is with JT? So here it's saying untrue stories. You tell yourself bad things, change your stories and see the good that can happen. But what I got with this one is you're more in love with the idea of the potential of this than the reality of it. 155 is coming through as an angel number. You've also held on to him in a way. It says you must release old ties in order to have a fresh start with someone new. Yeah, so it's just confirming the lesson that was coming through earlier of like you choosing yourself in order to be able to level up and actually find a healthy connection. Because you're holding on to the potential of this, not to the reality of it. You have self-neglect. You are neglecting your own needs in relationships. Practice self-care, which makes sense because this card also came through with self-care here. So your genuine friends are telling you, like, focus on yourself, focus on loving you better. And then you have, because you're losing yourself to relationships that are not worthy of you. And that might be a pattern, that you're stuck in. You also have losing yourself. You feel lost in your partner. It's okay to be yourself and have your own life too. So this is also giving me, like, you have a wound of, like, centering everything around your partner. You doing more self-care will obviously help with that. But I'm trying to see. Okay, they're telling me, I don't know how you grew up, but I'm hearing, like, a clear yes. Yeah, I can feel it, love. This one made me really sad, the losing yourself. Okay, I don't know how you were raised, but they're giving me a quote that says, the person waiting for their partner to change is normally the kid waiting for their parent to show up differently or show up better. Does that make sense to you, Ashley? Because you also have love sucks. So it's almost like you don't believe in love because it does. I'm so sorry, love. It does, like, this is how I feel you. Like, you don't believe in love, right? And that's why you keep, because they're showing me, like, this same lesson, same story, different face. So you really have to focus on yourself, focus on self-love, focus on really finding your voice. So when you do choose to be with someone, you don't get lost in the relationship. And really understand that healthy boundaries are important, and your voice, your truth is important. Like, don't mold yourself to your partner, is what I'm getting with this. Because with Love Sucks, it says you have stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal so you can be open again. Like, in a way, these unhealthy relationships, because it feels like it wasn't just JT. It feels like it's a pattern. And it stems from, like, that little girl, waiting for a parent to show up better, or waiting for a parent to show up at all. So your little Ashley needs your attention right now. It needs your self-care. Let me see the guidance for you. What people say. Grew up with no parents, raised by your grandmother. Oh wow. I'm so sorry, love. That makes sense though. I got chills when you said that. With the wound that I'm feeling, it's deep. It's not, and I think it's even tougher, like, to not have any type, like, no parent, this feels also like you're not, like, you subconsciously feel like you're not worthy of love, which is a complete lie, love. You are worthy of love. Everyone is worthy of love. You come here to learn how to love, how to genuinely love. But first we have to start with ourselves. What are we okay with? What are we not okay with? And it feels like you love really hard. But you just need I'm sorry, love. I'm so sorry. But this is how we get to the root of things, we gotta pull it from the root. Okay, can we have guidance for Ashley? Guidance for Ashley. They're telling you not to fall for his love bombing, because I can feel it. Whenever he sees you calling your power back and you pulling back your energy, that's when he's like, oh no, come back. Like, I love you. I'm sorry. And does this grand gesture, however that might look. He also tries to tell you that the friends that are looking out for you are not good friends, so be careful with that. Okay. Okay. So you got 3 cards. And this book is very deep, okay, love? So just try to take in the medicine. You are in a safe space. I'm not judging you because I know what it feels like. Like, I love hard too, but when I saw that you lose yourself to partners, like, that hurt. And I want you to know who you are. I want you to know what you deserve. And that you are worthy of healthy relationships. And you are worthy of genuine love. Not this up and down, hot and cold. Because in a way, you gotta think of it like this. The partner that we're with mirrors the relationship we have with ourselves. So if you choose yourself, if you choose to love yourself better, if you choose to do that inner child work with little Ashley, and let her know that you're here to protect her now. You're here to listen to her needs. You're here to love her and protect her from people that are just playing with her emotions and playing with her energy. You guys, I'm still doing a reading for Ashley. Thank you for being patient. You have this one. It says be there for you. So they want you to focus on yourself right now. It's very clear. Okay, Ashley? That's a guidance for you. It says it's time to let yourself off the hook. Don't interpret the behavior, other people, or circumstances outside of your control to indicate something negative about you. Forgive yourself for anything that you feel you have done wrong. You can learn from your choices more easily if you stop punishing yourself whenever you feel that you've made a mistake. Even the decisions that we regret can help us grow wiser when we swap judgment for compassion. So instead of having compassion for people that don't deserve it, have compassion for yourself. As soon as, because I heard he tends to flip things on you. Like, he tends to make you feel responsible for him not acting a certain way. Does that make sense to you? Sometimes we can only learn that we need to know from. Sometimes we can only learn what we need to know from what doesn't work out so well at the time. Forgive yourself, have your own back, be good to you. So again, have more compassion with yourself, okay? As soon as you start shaming yourself, stop yourself. Be like, you know what? I don't know if you know about shadow work. Do you know about shadow work? Or like what that entails? When you speak up for yourself, it's as if you're wrong. No, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause he has more JT has more control if you don't have a voice. JT has more control over manipulating you if you don't speak up for yourself. So that lets you know right then and there. A partner that genuinely loves you is gonna want to hear your perspective. Is gonna want to hear your feelings. You know. And the more you allow little Ashley to speak up, the way you can speak, like, you can heal that with little Ashley is doing more things that you used to enjoy when you were little. It could be coloring, it could be literally just relaxing, not having any goals for a little bit, like learning how to rest. It could be just going out in nature and having fun. It could be, better than anybody, like how that looked to little Ashley. If you didn't really have much to, like, do, I'm seeing crafts, like arts and crafts. So maybe start there, like just scrapbooking or things like that. Um, but try to stay with little Ashley more, because the more you allow yourself to have a voice, you're a nail tech? Oh, I love that. So you're creative and you're good with your hands. Did your love of like details like that start in like when you were little? Like were you very creative with like putting things together? Cause I know my respects to nail techs, dude. Cause y'all are like, I don't know how you guys work with such a small like canvas, you know? It's so small and you guys like go with beautiful details. It was a self-care thing for you. Okay. So there you go. Make sure I'm sure you also get your nails done, or I don't know how it works. I don't know if it gets in the way or if you do your own nails, but like do more of that. Do more things that make you genuinely happy and like you feel like you're taking care of yourself. You do your own? Okay. So then do that. Have more fun with the designs that you're doing for yourself. So you can like be more in your power and call and be focused on you instead of being focused on him not calling you, him not answering your messages, JT not showing up the way you want the way you want JT to show up. Okay. It says spiritual guidance. You have an open, sensitive, beautiful heart. Sometimes the world cannot meet that heart of yours on equal terms. Sometimes the hearts of others are just too closed and afraid. That's okay because it's part of why you were born, to help heal and open the hearts of the world. You are wise, and you know your purpose is to shine the beauty of your divine heart freely for all to experience. You never have to close down or turn away from that sacred purpose in the world, but you do deserve to be safeguarded and protected. Know that you have your own back. When fearful, angry people lash out in pain, trying to hurt others because they cannot get past their own hurt. Do not make it about you. So whenever he's projecting his trauma onto you, don't take that. Know that you deserve better. Your heart knows how to love you and protect you, whilst it has compassion for the suffering that another may be feeling. Remember that you must be there for yourself, nurturing your own heart with plenty love. Give to yourself just as you give to the world, with kindness and generosity. Don't allow anyone or anything to make you forget what is real and true, the wisdom and love that fills your own divine heart and helps heal the world. So pull away, love. And do you know how to call back your power? You can literally just say, I call back my power from JT, cleansed and recharged. Always say cleansed and recharged because you don't want his ish energy on your energy. So you say, I call back my power, remind me after the live so I can like send it on DM for you so it's easier for you to read. I call back my power from JT, cleansed and recharged in divine love and divine protection. Okay? And you keep saying it. Whenever you feel a pull to him, call back your power. You can do it in the shower too. You can imagine like as the water is running over you, a gold light, a white light, cleansing you from the energy between the two of you. And you can say it or think it, whatever feels better for you. I like saying it out loud just because it feels like it gives more power to my voice, you know? But you can say, I call back my power, cleansed and recharged from JT. I call back my power from JT, cleansed and recharged. However it feels better for you. Okay? And shadow work, because they're bringing it back up. It's basically saying, shadow work is when you sit with your shadow. When you sit with the parts of you that either people around you rejected as you were growing up, or people taught you to reject within you. That's really important because it'll help you heal your ego, and it'll help you accept yourself, flaws and all, and it'll help you accept you tend to realize that the things that people rejected within you are where your most brightest like parts of you are, like, and then you kind of bring light to that shadow, and you realize that that shadow was a shadow or became a shadow because of other people's projections, not because you're this horrible person, you know? But journaling helps with that too. Just being honest with how you feel. Like, don't bypass your emotions either. Like, if you miss JT, acknowledge that you miss JT, but understand that you deserve better. And you deserve someone that's not going to have an issue with you speaking up for yourself and having your own voice. Okay, Ashley? The other one is Black Diamond. I do see true eternal love for you here, because it's talking about true eternal love. I don't know if you can read that. So it is coming in the future, but obviously you have to focus on healing yourself first and healing your relationship with love. But you do that by healing your relationship with yourself, okay? And Psyche, I am picking up, you shame yourself a lot, or you blame yourself a lot for things that are not even your fault. So work on that as well, okay? Anything else for Ashley? God bless, buddy. Hold on, because they're showing me another deck. Anything else for Ashley? Butterflies might be important to you. That could be a confirmation, but butterflies also represent transformation. So look at JT as your catalyst to really take more seriously your self-love and your relationship with yourself and your inner healing, okay? Any guidance for Ashley? Okay, so the JT is coming through as a... Yeah, I could tell. Yeah. Look at it as like you're on your journey. This is part of your healing. Thank him for the wisdom that he taught you about not putting up with things you're not supposed to be putting up with. And how you deserve consistency. I'm getting that clearly. You have confused as hell. No clarity, no labels, emotional chaos. Almost, not yet, maybe, friends. It's complicated. So this is how he had you. This is how JT had you. Confused as hell. Okay? And he also kept, like, you here. Feeling like it was never really over. And you deserve better than that. The song that's coming through is Couldn't Be Me by Jessie Reyes. I don't know if you heard it. But basically she's talking in the song, she's basically, this is also giving me like he might have had an issue with you being a nail tech, or how much time and dedication you needed for your career, for your appointments, like it bothered him that you were self-sufficient, or that you were really focused on your career. You have stalking their socials, watching, lurking, secretly obsessed. So a way to protect your mental health and yourself and your self-love is to block him. So you're not stalking his socials. So you're not stalking who he's talking to, if he's talking to other women, because this feels like he does entertain other women. And he, again, I heard roster. So he might have you and other people like in rotation here. Okay, Ashley? I believe he does, yeah. Yep. So block him. If you really want to focus on yourself, this is a really clear reading. They're basically telling you to walk away from this and pull your energy back from JT. Because it's not worth it. But look at it as like the catalyst that you needed to really focus on yourself, you know? Because it's easier said than done. People don't want to do the self-love work. People don't want to do the shadow work. They'd rather fill up that void and give the responsibility to someone outside of, them, to prove to them that they are lovable, when in reality, you just are lovable. You don't need that validation from outside of you. You feel like a very kind person, but I need you to be more kind to yourself and more compassionate with yourself. Okay, Ashley? Did that help, love? Was that clear? Are you happy with the reading? Can you ask if you messed up love with your ex? Of course, love. Hold on. What's your ex's name? So we can get a clear read. Did you walk away from your ex to focus on JT? Lance. Okay. Hold on. He's gonna, as soon as JT feels you pulling away from him, from JT, he's gonna try to pull you back in. So they're making that really clear. So don't fall in the loop again, okay? Where are we going? Did Ashley mess up the love she had with Lance? Did Ashley mess up the love she had with Lance? Girl. Okay, it says left on red. Ignored, message seen, no response. So there was some kind of ghosting here or a lack of communication between you and Lance. It feels like he kind of did not respond. It also says you deserve better, self-worth, realization, and empowerment. This feels like the same energy. We had a situation where the law was involved. It says wasn't love, it was control, possession, power play, and ego. So it was, you did not, I mean, I'm not saying you were perfect, but it wasn't going to work out, love, with Lance. Because it says it wasn't love, it was control. It says what if, regret, overanalyzing, imagined futures. So don't fall. I did recently reach out, no response. Okay, that makes sense with the left on red. With this, what I'm getting is don't get lost in the what ifs and don't go back to Lance because it didn't work out with JT. Okay? Sweet then sour, fake nice, mean undercurrent, manipulative. With these two cards, he's coming through as very manipulative, but like really good. So he could have been emotionally manipulative here with you. And then again, the guidance here for you and Lance is to choose yourself with I choose me. And I don't know if you saw that, but the fly was like around the camera again. It says I choose me, self-love, emotional maturity, clean break. So they're telling you again, it's like the same type of energy. Like you deserve better than Lance, you deserve better than JT. You need to choose yourself and focus on your self-love, love. Because it feels the same. The same energy just feels better hidden. It feels like Lance was better at manipulating you emotionally than JT. Like with JT, you could kind of see it better. Does that make sense to you? Hear that energy? Okay, is anyone else gonna book a reading or would like to book a mini reading or a full reading? 222 could be an angel number. That does mean stay positive, Ashley, because better things are coming, but they definitely want you to focus on yourself first and your self-love, okay? You're welcome, love. I hope that really helped. I know I took it a little deep, but we need that sometimes, so we can move forward better. Okay, I'm gonna give back your energy to you, okay? So see, what I do, it's basically the same thing as calling back your energy. So, but I do this through unconditional love and through like not wanting to continue to pull out your energy when I'm closing the reading, you know, like after the reading. I give back to Ashley her energy cleansed and recharged in divine love and divine protection. I give back Ashley her energy cleansed and recharged in divine love and divine protection. I give back her energy to Ashley cleansed and recharged in divine love and divine protection. I call back my energy from Ashley cleansed and recharged in divine love and divine protection. I call back my energy from Ashley cleansed and recharged in divine love and divine protection. I call back my energy from Ashley cleansed and recharged in divine love and divine protection. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Ashley. I really appreciate it. And thank you for trusting me again, love. Aw, thank you for the heart, me. That's really beautiful. You're number 34, love.